Hello guys, it's your boy KP. Welcome to my channel and welcome back to another video. And today we got a special video. A special video. I'm with one of my dearest friends, one of my brothers. He's not an Arsenal fan, so yeah,
Yo,
throw that hit in him already. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be previewing the United versus Arsenal game. I'm with my boy TJ. You may have seen him in Free Vibes 2, featuring with me. And yeah, what do you have to say for the people before we get into this video, bro?
uh, just a note on what you said. Not one of your dearest friends, your dearest friend. Unfortunately, I do support Man United, but
And where can the people find you? Your socials anywhere? Want to
uh,
give it a shout out?
on Twitter you can find me at Holy Rust 11. On YouTube you can find me at I can't remember my YouTube,
Oh
but
yeah, I'll put it all in the bio down. I mean, find him on Twitter, Coley Ross. If you want to follow his other page, Simi. Want to shout out Simi? Instagram.
yeah, find me on Instagram as well. Simi SYMM.E and the same on TikTok as well.
So yeah, I'll put all of his socials in the description down below. So follow him up. Obviously, you're gonna like him and you're gonna see him. It's not the last time we're gonna see TJ here. So yeah, but yeah, we're gonna be previewing the Man United Arsenal fixture, second to last game of the season. Decisive game for us. I don't know what it may mean for United fans, but obviously they do have a final coming up in the FA Cup final. So do they want to gain some momentum going into that game? I don't know how United fans are feeling, but we'll see. Before we start this video, guys, you already know what it is. You got to smash that subscribe button down below. I'm almost at 400 subscribers on the way to 1K. So please hit the subscribe button if you're new or returning. Smash the like button below and comment down below your thoughts on this video. But yeah, Tim, man, talk to me. Man United. Just how you feeling, man? Let's go straight before we get into the details. How you feeling, man?
I don't
This
know where to.
season.
This season has first and foremost, I like to think I'm an optimist, but really I'm a pessimist. Like as soon as I see the signs that, especially from a tactical level, as soon as I see the signs where you're just not, your tactical judgment is just off, then I've kind of tapped out because you can say, oh, we'll get better players and then we'll start reaping the rewards of that, or like injuries as well, like, oh, our players are going to come back from injury and then we'll start performing better. However, if you're still making the same, and I can't even call it mistakes because this is how the manager wants to play, like we've established that. So if this is what you've set your mind to on how you want to play, how you want to press, how you want to play in possession, playing out from the back, and it's clearly not working, we're conceding like on average 20 as man.
You know that's insane, bro.
Well, and you can't put it on the. That's at the end of the day. That's a tactical. That's from a tactical standpoint. So
From
I,
from the game one against what Wolves at home when
yeah,
when they still had Nunes and just the space that man had in the middle. Cunha was just driving. I was like, what is going on?
like I
Like,
don't really understand the thinking. Like I guess because he keeps on saying like, oh, we're trying to recreate the United of old, but the game has progressed. Teams are smarter pressing. Like
and
literally every team in the league, bar I'd say Sheffield United, are at least a competent pressing team. And if you can't set up yourself to create patterns to play out of a press, then you're doomed in this league. Simple as
and it's
that.
not like, and I hate when managers do that whole, oh, we're trying to recreate, because obviously as well you're saying, as well as eras have changed, like man, United had real men as well as ballers in your
Mm.
team, like quality, like world class players, like as well as the coach, like Sir Alex, even if he wasn't the main coach, like the influence he had in the team, like Ten Hag, man, let's be serious, man, with the likes of yeah, man. Yeah, Tim. It's just yeah. You see me. It's so funny because I always thought that once Arsenal gets to the stage, that I would be that toxic Arsenal fan, payback for all of the. But maybe not to you guys because you guys have kind of been easy on me, but like to the rest, innit? Like I've just found a lot of sympathy for like United, Chelsea fans season. I just look at it, I'm like, you're gonna lose next week. Why should I laugh at this? Like the Palace loss is like, why am I messaging anyone? Oh, like, man, next week when you play someone else, it's gonna happen.
normal now.
But it's crazy, man. Like this season, like it's weird because Ten Hag last season, obviously, I don't know if there were signs of this, like, but I didn't see this. Maybe there wasn't like a complete like non-shape. Obviously, Rashford being in hell of a form, Bruno playing well. Obviously, Casemiro. Don't know what happened over summer because remember in summertime I sent you man that snap when you man first went on preseason and he looked fat, and I was
No,
like,
to be fair, Casemiro started tailing off back end of last season.
oh yeah, after his last suspension, innit? Yeah,
He
yeah,
was
yeah, you're right. Still, you're right. You're right. It's it's kind of sad to see, but like I guess at the end of the day, for you, you've been accepting. You and A1 have been accepting all year of this. Like you might have been. There's not even. That's what I can't even banter someone. There's no banter I can say to you, man. That you're gonna be like, ah, oh, yeah, you're gonna bite or nibble. It's all you already know what's going on. So before I
yeah.
even move on, yeah, are you Ten Hag in or out?
Oh, 100%.
So interesting because A1 has a whole different, thoughts towards this. But so 100%, yeah. Would you have already got rid of him by now? Or would you
Yeah,
have done the?
it's more detrimental. He obviously is because now we're in an FA Cup final and it doesn't make sense to sack a manager before a final. Which fair play, like, fair
But
play.
like, let's be real. Like,
Even before we got to the final, been gone.
yeah. And but do you think? Okay, what? Okay, maybe not now. Right now, it's like what 2, 3 weeks to the final. It doesn't really make sense to sack him. But like, what game was it? Like 3 weeks ago, like sacked him, getting an interim that can plays on ball. Maybe you even increase your chances or your faith of winning that final. Because let's be real. If I ask you right now, do you think you're going to win that final? Obviously, you can't say no 100% because football. But still,
Oh, of course not. Of course not.
it's sad, man. But I guess
Even
that's what we. Go on.
like I was thinking of going to Wembley, but do I really wanna see United?
A little Manchester day out.
Bro,
No, but you don't see your team. I think you should go. Because imagine if like you're having these thoughts now, you actually guys win, and then you're like, fam.
you know what they say, 99% or something, and then 1%
Was it
hope.
1% hope? That's what 1%, 99% faith, 1% hope. I don't know what it is, but yeah, Man United, man, the stats are looking like that Palace game, 4-0 flattered Palace, which is nuts. Like, don't get me wrong, with credit to their manager, what's his name? Is it Gladner or Glasner?
Aren't
Um,
you said
but yeah, he's like, this is why I'm saying, like, because he's only been here for what, like a month, maybe a month and a half, and he's got them. You can see a system cleared, the way they want to press, the way they want to attack, the whole free the fullbacks going up. It's like when I see those coaches, obviously I know he's won Europa League before, so it's not like he's an inexperienced coach or like a newbie, but fam, you're not like Ten Hag. You can't like the whole player stuff because let's be real, the whole injury stuff is an excuse, but then you should change your whole tactics to say because of the lack of players, we're playing, five at the back, low block football because we don't want to. I'm saying we don't like not this. Like that's why I can't blame. Sorry, go on.
and there's cause and effect as well because we're getting so many injuries because of the style of play.
Like
Like we're front and then we're leaving and our
so much space. Like I hate when I see people cussing mainoo now because of obviously was it the first goal where he was running back after Elise, and I'm like, bro, like
yeah,
the six. Like I think Jamie Carragher highlighted it. Like the it was so weird. So that looked like your left back would be an attacking line. So and no one is covering the left space in it because the centre backs don't go. It's the weird. I can't lie. It's the weirdest tactics I've seen in my life,
oh,
bro.
we're pressing full throttle with our front men and our defenders aren't joining the press. There are basically our attackers and our defenders.
Are in two different teams?
So midfielders are just leaving so much space because sometimes they join the press, sometimes they stay with the defenders. So there's no in between, and then we just
Yeah,
leave for midfield, and then teams can just easily attack us, and
yeah.
that's why we're.
Obviously, it's been sad. Obviously, you've had a lot. Like I'm not gonna just. You've had a lot of injuries. Like Malacia out for basically the whole season. Shaw been out since January. Lissandro basically hasn't really played the season. I don't count the season of him playing.
Mm,
Let alone Mason Mount just coming back now, barely played, so you can't really judge him as a new signing. Hoyland had that little injury that took him out when he was in his peak form. Obviously, Rashford out injured. Bruno's first injury in 12 years, which is insane, by the way.
no, that's
Like, what the hell? And the way that guy plays as well, I got credit to him there because
yeah.
availability is something I shout out. But it's peak, but I think given the fact that Ineos and Radcliffe are coming, and obviously this summer is going to be the real, like, let's be real, I think Ten Hag is gone. So I just hope whoever the next coach that they choose is, whether even if it's just like a stepping stone coach, choose the right stepping stone coach. Like if it's going to be a senior, try and stable the ship now. Get someone like Tuchel in, give him a good offer. Don't get the Southgate's links. I don't even look at you. I won't even ask you anything. Just if you're gonna get an experienced coach, get a good one. Conte. Get someone that you. Okay, not Conte. I don't know. Get someone that's like. Sorry. Get. Tuchel. Who else is leaving? I can't get. But someone of an experience. Or if you're gonna get a young, vibrant, type coach, get one. But don't get a Gareth Southgate. Don't get someone that in a year's time you have to get out, because you're just delaying that process, man. Like I hope your team does it. But turning the page over to Arsenal, obviously we're having better season than last season. These are new waters for me. Like I'm very composed. People like to call me the toxic positivity fan, deluded. I've been given all sorts in it. People don't know what I know, but it's fine. Like I think we've been excellent this season. I won't say perfect, but we've been excellent. Like we've been, in my opinion, the best team in the country, on paper, as well as what you're seeing. I feel like our games are exciting to watch. Defense is solid. Attack has now become solid. I feel like we're a bit stale early in the season. Our midfield, since at least Partey's come back in, but Jorginho, credit to him, has done a job all season. Has been good, and just in general, like I think we've been blessed without having any real significant injuries to our first team or our starting next side, like compared to last season. Like Saliba's played every minute of every game this season, which is nuts. Like, so given that, like it's interesting to see, like we're in 2 games left. Obviously, the title's not in our hands because City have 3 games and they're technically they're 2 points above us. So I'm going to put it like that, yeah. But like seeing this us at this stage last season, where obviously injuries and that, but you could tell when we got to that run in, it was too much for us. The way we were playing our games, not just about the 3-0s and 2-0s going up, just that the games were so back and forth. Like winning 2-0, we can't just relax, dominate the game, control proceedings. This is a whole different team that you're seeing last season. Like we control almost every facet or every margin of most of the games that we play in against every team, if anything, apart from like when we play City, Bayern and stuff. And like it's so weird. Like I watch our team now, like 0-0, and even games that we've lost, like the Villa game, for example, it was just weird. Like we came out second half and we didn't even really. I don't know what happened, because first half we blew them off the park, didn't score. Second half it was like,
End of the day, football is, it's like you're just not gonna get the result every game.
Unless every Man City would have won. He's gone. You know what I'm saying? 0 losses for 5, 6, 7 seasons, isn't it? Like it happens. So I feel like coming to the stage now where Arsenal is good, like really, really good. Whether we win the league or not this year, which I've already accepted, because we're not in a position to control it. If we don't win it, it's still an amazing season. I'm still so proud of my team, my club, and where we're at now. And I know that another summer of diligent transfers, we could put ourselves in not pole position, but you could look at us and, depending on what City do in the summer as well, as favourites. From the outside looking in, how do you look at Arsenal this season? How do you assess our season so far before we even get into the game specifically?
As I look at Arsenal season, you guys have just steadily improved as the season's gone on. I feel like early doors, not majority of the season, maybe say the first half of the season, you guys were having problems like with going in terms of going forward, creating chances. However, because you're so good at set pieces, I feel like that was the set pieces were carrying you. So for example, if you're struggling to break a team down, maybe you get a set piece goal, you're 1-0 up. Now the team has to come out a bit, and then you're just gonna ease,
we're more relaxed now. We're not chasing that goal,
and more space opens up. So that was kind of holding you guys on. Then Arteta made the adjustment where
the bad trip. I need to go to Dubai.
Rice was playing in the 8 more, Jorginho 6, and then Odegaard had more freedom basically. To got deep when he needed to, go to the wings,
go to the left hand side.
and for me, I remember when I said it. I feel like Odegaard's been the best player in the league this season. Ever since that adjustment. And yeah, so ever since then,
Better than Palmer.
Obama, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I don't just look at goals and assists,
No,
Kenneth.
no, I'm just like even like, yeah, but yeah, fair enough. I know you did see you've said it for a time. You've maintained.
Yeah. So in terms of that, ever since then, you guys' attacking output has been much better. Not on par with City or Liverpool, but just about there. But because you guys, in my opinion,
Defensively.
yeah, you have the best defense in the league, so you're gonna
it,
be in a
it,
title.
it kind of balances out. Like if our defense is that high and attack is like
Yeah.
here, but yeah, like it's crazy, man. And I think a big shout out, man, because I don't think I do it enough. Obviously, I do a lot of reactions and previews. Like I don't give enough credit to this man, Mikel, man. Like
Mm,
I think looking at it now, obviously hindsight speaking, yeah. Like I think this season everything was purposely done minus injuries, because obviously I feel like if Partey was fit for the majority of the season, Rice would have probably played 8 earlier. Havertz probably would have played 9 earlier, and maybe would have got into this form. Not really earlier, but you know what I mean. The attacking dynamics might have been a bit better from earlier. But obviously, injuries to a lot of players, not just Partey alone, have probably made us to have to change the way we set up to still maintain. Because I think Arteta's main idea this season was like last season, these men know how to play ball. They know how to score goals for fun. We blitzed the Invincibles record, but we don't know how to control games, and we don't know how to defend. Like we're still remember the Spurs game away that everyone's crediting us, but I remember that second half, the Spurs had like a million chances. If Ramsdale didn't have to have like a
yeah.
good game, like, and I'm like, you rarely see City in a game where they're winning 2-0 and they're getting peppered. Like you should win 2-0 and then the game should be done, man. Like essentially. So I feel like now he's taken like a real impotence, and maybe that might be through the signings he's made. Obviously, I think that is 50% of it, because I think Raya, Havertz, and Rice, obviously Timber hasn't played, so I won't count him. But in each their own facet of the game, have added and matured us as a team from what they bring as well as just their mental state. But Mikel, I think the whole pacing ourselves, because everyone talks about, obviously I joked about Dubai, what happened in Dubai. Like, I mean, obviously I think the main thing I think everyone said is that we were just burnt out, like we just needed a break, like because playing game after game, playing at the top level, playing where most of our first team players are playing, they just needed a break, and having that 13, 14-day break, I think no, it's that 20-day break actually, helped enough to put that energy back into the legs, get players back fit. And I think, but I feel like he probably just said reserve your energy, like don't go overboard in these games, try and win it in the first half, try and win it. If you win it, if you wipe, you wipe. You don't wipe, you don't wipe. But then, because there's no way we came out to January and then the next 10 games, what was it, like that whole 36 goals scored, 3 goals conceded type shit, and we
Mm.
were just blitzing everyone, like absolutely everyone. And I don't think there wasn't anything changed. I don't think there was a tweak. The only tweak that was made was Declan Rice was started taking corners, which, by the way, his corners got some whip on it, serious whip. I didn't know he has tech, but
Well,
I have
every
to.
Englishman is good at
They
corners,
got
though.
that whip, man. It's crazy. Yeah, actually,
It is.
that the Englishman, and we know what we're talking about. We say Englishman, they have that whip on them, like that
Well,
whip.
you on a guy got a mad
He's
whip.
got a whip. Yeah, he's got that whip still. Yeah, yeah. Yes, you're right. You're right. But I have to credit Mikel, man. I feel like questions were asked of him last season. We bottled the league and stuff. I don't really think we bottled the league because I feel like we wasn't expected to win the league. Okay, we bottled the position we was in, but I don't think it was like, oh, you man are failures, because you overachieved. This season, we've met our achievements by par. We've maintained a title race, but we haven't thrown away. Like I would have thought, what happened to Liverpool, something like that would have happened to us by this time of the season. But if anything, like we've been calm. Like I watch games and I'm not like I'm pressured until the first goal goes in. Then I'm like, we're gonna win. Like it's so mad to know that my team is that good that I'm like, I watch 5 minutes. Okay, we're in the mood today. We're gonna win. Like I don't look at it like, is this guy? Oh, we missed this chance. Like missing chances is like, don't worry, man. As long as the defense is defending and Saliba does what he needs to do, Rice does what he needs to do, we win, man. But I just want to shout out Mikel, and it's just mad to see Arsenal where we're at now. And regardless of what happens this season, I think the start of the dynasty, you can clearly see if when we've win one, I don't think it's only one that we win. That's all I will say. But going into the game per se, um, obviously 4:30 kickoff on a Sunday, probably the last. Well, I won't really count Spurs and City as a big game, so it's probably the last big fixture of the season. Like teams wise, everyone's gonna be watching it outside of the final. Talk about Premier League.
Mm.
I'm just gonna say out about it, Tim. I think we're gonna absolutely obliterate you, man. Innit? Like, I think we're gonna wipe you, man. I just don't see where, especially where you don't have players are playing not fully fit. Evans, Casemiro looks like his legs are gone. The shape that you man have been showing all season, Anana's positioning sometimes in some of the goals he concedes, and just the space that you guys could have concede. I don't know how he's going to set up this game. I don't see, especially in the mood we're in. We're coming off what a 5-0, 3-2, 3-0 wins. Like, we're in a good moment right now. You guys are in a bad moment. I just don't see how. Looks like football gods and everything. Forget the gods right now. See, I'm not really trying to be blasphemous. I don't see how you guys are gonna get anything against us in that game. I will literally sit there at least for the next 5 hours and sit there if we don't win that game and just sit there saying what happened. I don't see it, Tim. Like, you tell me, innit? I just don't see it, like, footballing wise. The only thing I could see is if we have a bad finishing, like how
Yeah,
Liverpool had against you, and
hard to
that
say. Liverpool is a classic example of how it can just. But I think that's not that is the worst performance of our season because they're all the same. But like in terms of on Liverpool's end, they absolutely hammered us that first half. I don't think we
yeah,
had, or maybe we didn't
yeah,
have a
you
shot.
did it. Yeah, like you didn't have a shot still.
Like not even off target.
You're talking about the league game, right? Or
Yeah,
the FA Cup game? I don't think he had a shot on target. I don't remember. Like, I remember there was a mad stat still.
and there was only like 1-0 or something in the first half. So that's the only way I'd say we can get something off you. Whereas you guys just have a bad finishing performance because let's be real, like Ten Hag, he might adjust. Like I wouldn't put it past him. Like the way we've been playing all season, in terms of just the dumb pressing scheme that we have. Let's put it plain and simple: is dumb.
Done.
Uh, like teams are easily able to play out the press, transition, clip the ball over the forward, and then they're in. So all it depends on is how aggressive Arteta wants to go against us. Like I feel like he may smell blood and go extremely aggressive, but I feel like he has to find the right balance because we don't even try to play out of the back most of the time against teams that don't press us, let alone teams that do press us. So our tactic is Dallo hits the last line.
Last line, and maybe Hoyland might win a flick on or something. Like, I just don't see it. Like, even if okay, cool, Hoyland might win a flick on. I doubt it against them beasts, but let's just say he does, innit? If it
Mm.
doesn't go behind them, like say he's flicking on to drop it in front of him, then you have Rice party against what the likes of Mount, probably Ericsson and Mainoo, like physically in terms of duel winning. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm just looking at how the game's gonna go. If you man don't try and play out the back and you go long, we're gonna win the ball every time. You
Plus,
have it
not even just our tactics, bro. Like, as bad as the tactics are, we have Casemiro and Johnny Evans at
in the
centre back.
centre back. Kai
Like,
Havertz.
if your attackers don't eat, then
Fam, we have to question their world class ship potential because should be like if I'm Saka, hey man, what am I on 16 Prem goals? At least 18 end of the game. At least. Let me be 2 of 20 goals, man.
okay, let's calm down now. Okay.
No, like, I mean, a brace. Wait, you can't get a brace. You can't get. Everybody, come on, buffet. You come home like, and maybe like your mum's randomly ordered some food for the like or family food, and it's like bare food, but it's a surprise dinner. Like you didn't know you're gonna eat that today. Come back,
That's okay.
Chinese wings, ribs, everything. You're like, oh my, go and get a plate. That's what I need from Arsenal. I need even Saliba, even Raya himself. One corner. I'm joking. I'm taking the piss now. I just want us.
I knew it was a mistake coming on here. I knew it.
Okay, I'll be serious. Yeah, I think I think if you man had like your full team, I think you would really see Arteta exercise tactical brilliance. Because in what you're saying, if you even look at that Liverpool game where you had Bruno, you had Rashford, you had Maguire, maybe another centre back fit, like it was. I mean, it was more players that were available. Let's just say.
Yeah.
I would be a bit more fearful because I'm like, okay, if it's 0-0 or 1-0 half time, like I know whatever this guy's gonna say in the halftime dressing room, they have options. Like I don't look at your bench and think, oh my days, obviously there's no one on your bench, let's be real. They're all young players.
Did you see our bench against Palace?
Yeah, there's just all young players, isn't it? Like I don't see anyone on your bench that's gonna come on and give me fear to think like this guy's gonna change the game. I don't see anyone. Yeah, obviously
I,
I don't know them in it. You know them more than me, so you okay? I'm mad, innit? Do you know what I mean? Maybe, but I think how we need to approach this game. I think we need to try and kill the game in the first half. I think we need to kill the game, kill the crowd in the first half. Like we need to try and end it, like similar to what every team tries to do. Liverpool, like at least go into halftime 2 goals up, at least.
I feel like the difference between you guys and Liverpool is as many chances as Liverpool create, they're
We
not.
concede.
Yeah, like they because of the style of play Klopp has, like press heavy, and then like it's not necessarily a patient build up. Is
Yeah,
what
they're trying to literally go vertical as soon as possible.
as
But I
soon
feel
as
like with us, it's like we're gonna get the ball in front of the, when Saliba wins that ball. Maybe when you guys go long because you're getting pressed, it's not gonna be straight back. Like, build up
yeah.
again, relax. So yeah.
So with Liverpool, they can, they're gonna concede some chances, and then we literally just took
So
the
you took
chance.
your chances, yeah, yeah, and they were both mad goals.
They're not gonna give you too much.
And
It's
I
like
think we're a better defensive team than Liverpool. Like, yeah, is what you're saying. So I don't think even if you guys had break openings, I think we, fam, I've seen that. Them man are moving like crackheads, bro. They run back into shape.
yeah,
I'm like, it's like I'm not used to this, innit? I'm used to the Wenger, 1-2. What we just sent me like 15-10s playing. It's all small guys.
I loved it.
I loved it, man. I loved it, man. I'm not
Like
gonna
that.
say like I didn't love it. We'll get there. But we'll get there soon again. It will come soon enough. It will come soon enough.
I wish that was how you won titles, but it's not.
But it's I think Arteta probably sets us up to. I feel like maybe he will try and test you man out to see these man like this team that's playing are they really good. I think we probably try and squeeze you high. Obviously, when you man have goal kicks, press up high in the terms of not giving you short options. Obviously, you're gonna go long anyways, and then I think he's gonna test out. Like I think I was kind of integrating. I didn't want to start Party for this game only for one reason because I think as good as he is in a game where like it can become transitional, he's the kind of guy that won't realize we just need to relax now, play it to the side, wait. Okay, now play to Odegaard. Like he'll try and force it to Odegaard all the time. We'll try and play the vertical pass, which is nice, but I mean, one mistake of just being lax of concentration, losing the ball, and then one Man United counter attack and a goal can make that whole stadium erupt, fam. And I don't need that, right? I wanted to play someone like Jorginho who just know what to do in that type of game, away ground, tough ground, just keep it. But I need Partey's and Odegaard's relationship. It's like if I could mix the two, Jorginho and Partey, and create that player, whoever that is, I need that guy against United because I think Odegaard. I was just watching the space that Elise was picking up against Palace, like the pockets, because obviously you know how they invert with the three at the back. I'm like, Odegaard, I'm just looking at him in that space. You're gonna have a field day if this is what United offer, that space in midfield. And it's like if he has that field day to drive at the defense, obviously, I just don't. I think we're gonna win. I think we'll try and score early so that we can calm our own nerves down, shut the crowd down, destroy your tactics, and then try and play our game. Obviously, it doesn't mean that it's gonna be like 4-5 or 2 goals, but I think we're gonna try and score early. We're gonna try and kill the game early in the first half. I feel like if we let it get to 0-0, our own worries and anxiety will come out more than you guys changing the game.
Yeah,
So,
and
so
one thing
yeah,
about Arsenal, I'll give him credit for, he's not naive at all. Like as bad as we've been, and like it's easy to see what Ten Hag does and easy to see how you can beat it, but he's not naive in the sense where he'll go full throttle and then
yeah.
like leave
Like I
it
think
open.
he's valued not conceding goals more than winning. Like similar, I think Klopp is more of he's always been like that, score to win because you need to, obviously if you don't score you don't win more than. And then if it leaves us, we'll score more goals or the chances we're going to make. But Arteta is like he's the numbers guys. Like if we restrict these guys to two clear cut or one clear cut chance of the game, and we get at least 4 or 5, we're going to take at least 1 or 2. I think he
Yeah.
looks at it like that, so calculated. So yeah, man. I think I'm going to lineups. I think I'm going to start given the fact I talked about Junior, I'll still start the same team. I think Mikel's going to start the same team. I keep on wanting to push this Martinelli narrative because I just need that direct in behind pace and threat. But his lack of composure, he looks like he's playing a bit injured. And with Trossard,
You think he's just not fit? Is that
I think with Martinelli, I think he suffered from the left hand side dynamic not being as set as the right hand side. With obviously Saka, I don't think he needs the stability because I think he's that good. Put anyone around him. I don't even think the setup with Saka's side is the best to get the best out of him, but he has the same players, Odegaard and Ben White, who you know this how each other plays. You have a chemistry. Last year, obviously, he had Xhaka and Zinchenko. This year, Zinchenko's been in and out. Obviously, Xhaka left, so you've had Havertz in the 8, Rice in the 8. Sometimes Fabio Vieira, sometimes Jorginho. You've had Tomiyasu left back, Kivio left back. Like it's been such a change on his side, and he's just not like Saka in it, where he's more of the finisher. Saka's more the creator. So ball to feet, anyone around him, that's fine. Martinelli needs someone that's constantly going to find him in behind. He doesn't have that on his side, so he suffered. And I think the injury he got, like apparently, like he had like deep cut into his foot, like almost to his bone. So I think it's healed up. So I think like right, literally in his instep. So I think it's affected him because he just looks like a guy that doesn't look sharp. Like that's what I say. But Trossard, that guy is a bagsman, man. So
he's just a finisher. Like he's
a bagsman, and he's an amazing finisher. So it's like in a game like that where we need to take our chances against United, I think it's probably better to play your informed players. So I would start the same lineup. I don't think there's any changes I would make unless
what?
If Julian Timber is 100% fit, I'm giving him the game.
You'd start him.
I'm giving him the game. I'm giving him the game, Tim. I'm giving him the game. I'm giving him the game. I'm not joking. I wouldn't start him, but I'll give him 20 minutes because Tomiyasu is strapped still. Whoever plays, is that going to be Anthony? But I'm assuming you're going to have to start the same team because that's who's available, isn't it, right? Also, you would probably start Ahmad instead of Anthony, I'm assuming, if you could have a choice.
Oh, yeah, but it's not going to happen. So, obviously,
it's probably the same team, isn't it?
Yeah, no in goal.
Would you switch the fullbacks, put Wan-Bissaka back or right back, or would you keep Wan-Bissaka on Saka and keep Dalot left back?
I don't care. One-on-one is important, but I don't really care about that stuff. Also, Wan-Bissaka's one-on-one ability is kind of taken away when he plays at left back because
A1 fight this guy when you see this.
No, I don't agree though. When he plays at left back, like his 1v1 ability is taken away because he's so good at showing the guy to the back
outside. Yeah.
So he's not as good doing that on the opposite side. So
yeah. Then the rest of the team, what Evans, Casemiro, same midfield three, and then front three.
We have no choice.
Okay.
I think Bruno might. I can't remember how long they said Bruno was out for. I think Bruno might be back.
But he probably won't play though, innit? Because what kind of injury is it? Is it a hamstring or something?
I don't even know. I didn't read. I didn't see like what injury it was. They just missed the game, and everyone was shocked.
Cool. I want to get into one more topic. I want to ask you a question, but I'll get what's your predictions for this game, Tim? What do you think? Like, what do you genuinely think? Forget what you want. I don't know. Actually, what do you want? Do you want Arsenal to win the league, or do you want City to get 4-peat? I haven't really asked you.
I'm in a 22.
Do you want to see your dearest friend happy?
No, but I'm in a catch-22. Like, on one basis, City winning the league 4 times in a row, that's absolutely stinks. It absolutely stinks. On the other hand, if Arsenal win this league, I'm for about 10 years. Basically.
But at least you know that parade will be lit. London will be lit for one day. No matter who you support. We're bringing everyone in our comments for celebrating.
If you man win the league, I'm attending that parade still. I won't lie.
I've heard so many fans, not Arsenal fans, say it. Because it will be fucking lit.
If Arsenal win the league, there's going to be about, I don't want to put it in the air, but there's going to be some crime. That's
yeah. No, I think opposite. I think there'll be like world peace. Like you would see like race crime, fam, they'll stop. You see, like it does. You'll see VAT removed off everything for 2 days.
It's gonna be a mini carnival still.
Mini car, it just be vibes. Like you just see one yard man with a permanent speaker so big, just everywhere. I just think you'll see Robbie. Yeah, everyone. But cool. What's your predictions for this game? What do you think, bro? What do you think?
3-2 United.
So that's what you genuinely think is gonna happen?
Yeah.
Why are you not looking at me when you say this?
Huh?
Why are you not looking at the camera? Why are you looking at 3-2 United? Yeah, okay.
What's your prediction? And can we be sensible as well, please?
Okay. I know what I've been saying in the DMs. I've been saying 15-0 to Arsenal. If you guys want to ask, obviously, extreme hyperbole. That was my dream. If we did, oh Lord. I think 4-0. I don't see you guys scoring unless we
Okay.
chuck it in our net. But I think we know this is not like Tottenham.
You know why? Do you know why I wouldn't say 4-0? Because I feel like when you guys go 2-0, like I said, Arteta isn't naive. You guys have basically won the league on goal difference. Like you've basically won the goal difference battle. I feel
He's not
like
going
it.
to risk. No, but I don't think we need to go gun ho to beat you 4-0. That's what I'm saying to him. I don't think we need to do our deepest patterns. I don't think we need to, like, bro, like, your press is so bad. Like, your on the ball, like, positioning is so bad. Like, just about just being in the right zones. Hey, someone play the right pass to the right player, and hey, it's like I'm looking at it like you have to also realize a set piece threat that we have. Like, we have so many ways we can score goals.
We're bad at defending set pieces.
It's like, bro, like, I'm looking at it like Tim. Like, at the same time, let's be real. I think I have two scorelines. It's either 4-0 or 3-2 Arsenal. Like, I think it's going to be one of them where we actually wipe you, and it's not like wipe you as like I think just comfortably dispatch of you, and maybe like boys and men type performance, or we give you a goal, or let you guys score your first chance, maybe your first attack, and then like similar, like the game at the home game when Rashford scored that chance for the break, and it was 1-0 to you guys, and then obviously we did cancel that goal
When
straight away.
I man,
Yeah, when he spun Ben, was it Ben White, right?
I think so. I think. Oh,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
always.
But then
You
yeah,
know,
he does
Rashford.
skin Ben White since Brighton days, isn't it?
Oh, he has his number. I don't know
There's
why.
been. I think Ben Joe is Englishmen. You know what I mean
Mm.
by that? Love to go to ground.
Yeah, they
I
love it.
don't know why. Because
They love it.
because black men, I've watched a lot of black defenders said about I love how they defend. They don't go to ground, bro. Like they'll
Mm.
do the elbow and the chest joint. Like, do you know what I mean? Ease you off a bit, then do you know what I mean? Like they're not looking at guy shimmy's right and I'm gonna slide him out. They don't get joy of potentially giving a penalty away, like just to clear him out. And nah, man. But Ben White's problem. But he's kind of improved on that this season. But yeah, man, I think it will.
Red White's been sensational this season.
After your prediction, so you're going with 3-2 United. I'm going with 4-0 Arsenal.